Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 26 of my Athletic Bilbao series for Football Manager 2019. So today's episode is going to be the game against Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey second leg of the semi-final. Once again, we got drawn against Real Madrid after making it to the semi-final. And of course, that does mean that, we have... Well, I think the other leg, or the other teams... Let's have a little quick look. As you can see, so Barcelona and Villarreal. Obviously, it would have been nice to draw Villarreal instead of Madrid, but, recent seasons and all, it's a bit of a fitting fixture. Let's have a look at the league table first of all, before we get into the fixtures. As you can see, we're currently in third place. We are 1 point behind Real Madrid, who are in second, and currently Barcelona are having a really good season. We've only lost the one game, as they have as well. However, we've drawn quite a few, as we do have 6 so far this season. If you look over there, they do currently have an 8-point lead on us, which is a pretty big gap. And unfortunately, I'm shifting my focus more towards the Champions League, as you can kind of expect after we did win the league last season. But I still would, I want to be more competitive in the league than we currently are at the moment. That's a little bit disappointing, but, we still got a little bit of a decent gap on Atletico Madrid, who are a little bit behind us, and they're only on 37 points, and we have a game in hand over them, all three of us do, at the top of the table. We'll go into the transfers next, before we get into the fixture review. Not too much activity, really. As you can see, we loaned out Julio Castro, who was a player that was brought in this season as well. It's just a nice little right back. He went out on loan to Real Oviedo. Just signed him because, we're probably going to need to replace Leque at some stage. We do have Inaki, who has been retrained as a wingback, but this guy's much more defensive than Inaki. And at 16, his attributes are all decreasing at the moment, but I think he's a pretty good prospect. As you can see, potential 5-star with the 4-star ability highlighted there. 2-star current ability as well, which is pretty good as well. And he's at a 84 rated, he's an 84 rated player from the scouts, and he was actually brought in for 600,000 from Oviedo. They wanted to get a loan back clause in the contract, which is a little bit worrying, seeing as he's actually decreasing at the moment. But anyway, we then let Inaki Ochoa go to Marseille for £8 million. The reason behind this, it's just he was never probably going to be the first team goalkeeper. He's very, very good. Don't get me wrong, he's very good. But I just can't see him replacing Inaki. And he's also 20 years old now, so I know goalkeepers do develop up to about 23 or 24, but I just don't see him increasing any more than he currently is. His mental attributes are a little bit weak as well. Positioning's pretty bad as well. So yeah, we let him go. We've got better options. We've got a few more youth players that play goalkeeper. So I think it was a pretty easy decision to make. And the final player that we let go was Matías Pedrosa, who went on loan to Malaga. Pretty good loan move for him. First team football. And I think, as you can see, he's already improving quite a bit. He might be starting to challenge for the bench position behind Williams, who, of course, is obviously going to be our starter. The other player that we brought in, apart from Castro, was Mateo Pelaez. And he was brought in from Valencia for 1.4 million. Just a really, really solid centre-back, to be honest. I saw this guy, I think he was actually recommended to me by my scouts, who I do have set to look for 16 and under Spanish players, of course. And yeah, he was brought to my attention, and we just went in and signed him straight away. I mean, it's safe to say that he is a wonder kid. Definitely in my eyes. He looks good enough that he could probably be starting games right now for us. And at 16, that's pretty crazy to think about. Anyways, really happy we got him in. 1.4 million as well. Really, really cheap. And definitely one for the future. Alright, so let's get into the fixtures. I can't actually remember what the previous episode was. I believe it was the Liverpool game. I think it was that 0-0 draw there. Which was pretty disappointing. But yeah, I mean, we had to move on, and we could only manage another draw coming against Celta Vigo. Eketse and Lekue with our goals in that one. As you can see, Ryan Kent got an 88th minute equaliser for them. So a pretty disappointing fixture to draw there, considering we were in the league for most of the game. We were 2-0 up, and we decided to throw it away. We then managed to beat Shakhtar away from home in the Champions League. Munain and Woba with an own goal for them. We then managed to beat Malaga 2-1. Inaki Williams with a brace there as well. Good stuff from him. Disappointingly, we could only manage a 0-0 draw against Tenerife in the league. Not much to really say. I think everybody just had sort of a bad game, to be honest. And I mean, we didn't lose, but Tenerife is definitely a team we should be beating. We then verse Racing de Santander in the Copa del Rey 4th round, second leg. And yeah, as you can see, a bit of a weird game, a 1-1 draw at home as well. Guinea scored a penalty in the 88th minute to give us the lead. And then they got an equaliser in the 92nd minute. But of course, we went through on away goals. Sorry, not on away goals. Through our first leg victory. We then played a couple of friendly matches. One against Olympiacos with a 2-0 victory. And a 6-1 victory over Baracaldo, who are one of our affiliated teams. We then went into the 5th round of the Copa del Rey against Cordoba. We actually versed them 3 times in a row here. We beat them 3-0 in the first leg. As you can see, they had a player sent off. Galan scored 2 goals in 2 minutes, and then Eketse got one as well in the 94th minute. We then followed that 3-0 victory up with another 3-0 victory, this time in the league against Cordoba. As you can see, Catalan with 2 goals there, and Eketse with another penalty. And then in the final game against Cordoba, the second leg of the Copa del Rey, we managed to beat them 2-0. Inaki Williams with a goal, and Eketse with another penalty. So, yeah, he's finding quite a few goals, scoring our penalties as well, which is good to see. We then returned to league action against Villarreal, a very, very crazy game. As you can see, a 3-2 victory away from home. And yeah, if you look at the goal scorers, Lekue in the 65th minute. Sorry about that, my chest squeaking. Nolascoane in the 70th minute, and then Sunset in the 93rd minute. I think I actually want to have a look at this goal because I believe it was quite good. It's just one of those, last minute winners that will make you scream out in passion. As you can see, Nolascoane to Miguel, who's playing pretty well, to be honest. Of course, his replacement, or he is the replacement for Brace. Lekue back to Sunset, who puts it in the bottom corner and gave us the win there, right at the death. We then managed to beat Leganes in the Copa del Rey quarterfinal first leg, 2-0. Unai Nunez and Ike Munain the goal scorers. We returned to league action against Getafe, managed to beat them 3-0 away from home. Inaki Williams with the brace there, and Javi Martinez also on the score sheet. And obviously Eketse must have missed a penalty, so yeah, a pretty bad rating there for him. 6.2 in a 3-0 victory is very, very low. We then played the second leg of the quarterfinals, and we managed to beat Leganes 4-1 this time. Nolascoane, Javi Martinez with a brace, and Guinea on the score sheet there as well. We then played Real Betis in the league, managed to beat them 2-1. Nike Williams opened the scoring. They got one back through Carrasco, and then Sunset once again, scoring a winning goal in a game. Good stuff. We then played the semi-final first leg against Real Madrid, of course, our opponents today in the second leg. And yeah, we managed to beat them 2-1. So a very, very good victory away from home at the Santiago Bernabeu. Ketze opened the scoring. Inaki Williams got us 2-0 in front. We were 2-0 up. And then Romelu Lukaku managed to get one back for them. But that does mean we take a pretty good lead going into this second leg at home as well. So it's going to be a tough game. Very, very tough game. But this could be our first ever Copa del Rey final that we make it into. Of course, we need the result today. We need at least a draw to send us through. And the final game that was just played was a 4-0 victory in the league against Huesca. Inaki Williams with 2 goals. Galán and Javi Martinez also on the score sheet there. Alrighty, so let's get into today's lineup. Massive game. Could be our first, like I mentioned, our first final for the Copa del Rey. Just looking at the team here, I think that looks right. I think that's probably the team we're going to go with. So we're going to go with Ethami in goal. Unai Núñez, Núñez, Gonzalez, and Inigo Martinez will be our 3 centre-backs. Then we're going to go with Lekue on the right, Guinea on the left as our 2 wing-backs, with Nolascoain sitting in front of the back 3. Then we're going to go with Galán, Aketse, and Javi Martinez as our 3 central midfielders. And of course, Inaki Williams will be up front. The bench today will be Barbero, Garmendia, Inaki, Miguel, Unai Lopez, Sanset, and Catalan. So, yeah, we're going to go for it. We have to. We have to at least try and get the draw if we want to get through. And of course, I definitely want to get through. I definitely want to try and win another piece of silverware this season. And of course, the league currently doesn't really look like Barcelona are going to slip up too much, which is unfortunate because I would have liked to have tried to do double leagues, back-to-back leagues. But we're also, like I said, we're trying to focus a little bit on the Champions League. We have drawn Manchester City, so we'll do the second leg of that game in the next episode, which hopefully will be a pretty enjoyable game for you guys to watch. And I apologise if you can hear my computer. It's very hot in Australia, or in Sydney currently. It is about 40 degrees Celsius right now as I'm recording, and obviously I can't put my fan on in my room because it's way too loud. Lekue, what a goal! Get in, son. That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I was slouching over in my chair, but I think I'll sit up a little bit now. We take the lead. About 10 minutes in, that was exactly what we wanted at this stage of the game. A nice early goal. Inaki Williams in behind. Can he score? No, he can't. God damn it, I hate it when he misses one-on-ones. It's so frustrating. Aketse now. Madrid clear. And they're on the counter-attack through Bernardo. Sane. Oh, that's an equaliser. Damn it. Bernardo Silva. That's really frustrating to concede that goal there. We almost conceded another one, to be honest. Off the corner, but wasn't to be. Kovacic plays it out wide to Bernardo. Núñez crosses it in, back post. Oh, and somehow it doesn't go in. I thought that was in the back of the net, to be honest. I really did. Really unfortunate there for Real Madrid, but we'll take it. We'll take it, definitely. I mean, they're dominating us at the moment. It's safe to say as we approach halftime here, but it's still 1-1. We need the draw. That's all we need. We just need the draw to get through. I'm going to tell the boys I'm happy. I'm not really that happy, to be honest, but I'll just pretend that I am. Of course, Real Madrid, they're the type of team that could easily, batter us as we get another goal. Inaki Williams, right on the goal line, essentially. The nice little poacher's header. And we've taken the lead once again. However, a lot of our players are not playing too well. Like Inigo Martinez on a 6.6, Aketse on a 6.5. We need these guys to step up if we want to get through. And I would love to get the victory here today. I know I've been talking about the draw a lot, but I mean, beating Real Madrid twice in a row would... come on, boys. Come on. What are you doing? You got to mark your men. Another equaliser for Real Madrid there. We're going to make some subs here. I mean, the defence is just shocking. 6.6, 6.6, 6.4. Alright, we're going to bring Garmendia on for Martinez, Inigo Martinez, and we're going to bring Aketse off and bring Sunset on. And then we'll play Javi Martinez through the middle of the center midfield trio as the advanced playmaker. Come on, boys. Just hold on. Just hold on. 5 minutes. Come on. First final of the series. We've got the throw-in. Guinea. Oh, come on, ref. Referee. Lecoué hits the post. Williams, get in there! That's the winner. That's got to be the winner. Come on, boys. 3-2. 5-3 on aggregate now as well. We've got another throw-in. That should be full-time. Come on, ref. There we go. 3-2 victory. 2 wins in a row. We're through to the Copa del Rey final. We've got a chance at silverware. I assume it'll probably be Barcelona in that. Oh, no, it's... Wow. Wow, Villarreal. We could do this. Wow, I really expected Barca to come back from that deficit, but Villarreal have beaten Barcelona to join us in the final. Super happy about that. Sane was actually man of the match despite losing. And I mean, our defenders were pretty atrocious, but I guess their defense was probably worse than ours, considering they conceded 3. But yeah, really happy about that. What a win, boys. What a win for the series. I feel like this series progressively has just gotten better and better and better. And yeah, I just want to thank you for your support. If you enjoyed today's episode, drop a like. It would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you aren't for some reason at the moment. But yeah, apart from that, take it easy. I'll see you next time. And I hope your 2019 is as good as everybody else's, I guess. Goodbye, guys.